It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Packers and the Bears, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can.
These two teams set to go at it for the 207th time. The Packers and Bears underway to begin 2023. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his fourth NFL season, Jordan Love.
This is set up now to be the true beginning of Love's NFL career, because he's finally out from under the shadow of Aaron Rodgers, and Green Bay is giving him this season to prove he can be their starter. 4 years after he was drafted in the first round, we'll find out if Love is the next decade-long starter for the Green Bay Packers.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. So it's a tough test for the Packers' new starting quarterback, Jordan Love. 2 road games to begin the year. Today here in Chicago, next week in Atlanta. But he's one of the rare first-rounders that got to sit and watch for a little bit. So how do you think that'll serve him going forward?
Well, you sit there and absorb game plans for all this time. You watch how people prepare. You see how teams respond to being up, down, all of those things. Now he gets to step into that role and be the leader of this team.
It's caught inside the 25. And it's a Packers touchdown. Bo Melton, 64 yards. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Justin Fields.
We all knew Fields was an incredible athlete coming out of college, and last season, he unleashed it upon the NFL. Ran for over 1,100 yards and would have broken the quarterback single-season record if he had played the full season. He also threw 17 touchdown passes, and that's the next jump for him. More consistency as a passer.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Second down and 6 now.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Off play action, Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Following the interception, Love. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second down.
Now Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
Here's Fields now on second down. Open man, this is Lewis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They run it on first with Foreman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Fields going to keep it running right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though, good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
third down. Here's Jones. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's fourth down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bears take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now it's Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lucas Van Ness. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 18. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Green Bay.
Love. This pass complete to Melton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And the Packer first down.
To throw now, here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Love. And this is caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson, 33 yards. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Fields. They'll set up the screen for Herbert. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now 2nd and 3. Love looking to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it's fielded at the 34. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Fields. That'll be caught by Foreman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. From the 50, here's Fields. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, you are on target. This is this dependent on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. In that first half, it was the veteran Aaron Jones who had it going. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the option to give to Foreman. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Fields. Complete to Deontay Foreman at running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14.
Fields now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
To the air again, Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, here's Fields. He's got Lewis. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And this will be a Packers 1st down as he gets this up past the 30.
Another strong run from the underrated Aaron Jones, who really deserves more credit for what he has done for the Packers. Even splitting carries in an offense that loves to throw it around, Jones put up his 3rd 1,000-yard season in the last 4 years.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off?
He's
got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play. So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. A run by Foreman to start the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
On the option left is Fields. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. Now 2nd and 5. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Fields. That is caught by Herbert. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Love. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this one is right through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And pass complete to Moore. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Fields. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A shotgun snap, Fields. There's the stiff arm. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he is going to have the Bears' first down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Flush to his right. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And again back to Kmet. And out of bounds right around the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Fields throwing again. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore from 10 yards out. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll go again to Jones. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Packer first down.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open with